Hey guys, welcome back to the wonderful world of math. Today's notes is all about finding the equation of a line. So as always, make sure you have the date at the top of your notebook. And the title of today's notes is Finding the Equation of a Line. Finding the equation of a line. And so we're actually going to start the notes off with our foldable that you got in class. So this orange one that says point slope form on it. So go ahead and find that, and we're going to fill that out first. Okay, so here we are, and we're going to fill this guy out. Okay, so we're going to talk about point slope form, and we're going to talk about how do I find the equation of a line if I'm given a point and a slope, and how do I find the equation of a line if I'm given 2 points. Okay, we're going to end up using the same formula, and I don't know why this looks so weird on my download. Sorry, I'll rewrite it so you can kind of see it better. But we'll work through it, okay? So what we're going to use is we're going to use point slope form, and this is our general point slope form. And really it's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So it looks kind of funky here with like this big gap, but I think it's probably just the way that the form downloaded. Hopefully it doesn't look like that on your paper. Okay. So if you know m, which is your slope, and you know a point, so an x1, y1, a given point, then you can use this equation to find the equation of a line. So we're going to go through an example. And the example is find the equation of the line through the point 4, -3 that has a slope of -2. Okay, so I know that my m is -2 because that's my slope. And then I'm given this point 4, -3, where the 4 is going to be my x1 and the -3 is going to be my y1. So then I'm just going to start plugging in values, okay? So let's write the equation y minus y1 equals, that's a weird looking m, huh? m times x minus x1. Okay, so I'm going to plug in. I don't know what y is, so that's going to stay y. Minus my y1 is -3. So I get a double negative, that's okay. My m is -2. And then I don't know x, so x minus, and my x1 is 4. And I'm just going to start simplifying this. So here I have a double negative, so that's, I'm going to go ahead and change that to a positive. -2 times x is -2x, right? -2 times -4 is +8. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to now subtract 3. I'm trying to get that y by itself, right? So I have y is equal to -2x, and then 8 minus 3 is +5. And that is the equation of the line. It has a slope of -2, and it goes through this point for -3. And you always want it to be in the form of that y equals mx plus b, which in this case it is, right? And that's it. Okay, so it's just plugging numbers into this equation and then simplifying all the way down until you get the y by itself. Let's look at the next problem. Okay, so what if you're given 2 points instead? You're not given a point in the slope, you're given 2 points. So it says find slope first, then use one of the points. So let's try this example. Find the equation of the line through, and my points are 2, 0, and 5, 3. Okay, so the first thing that I have to do is I have to find slope. So think back to a couple lessons ago, right? The slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? To find slope. My second y is 3. So it's 3 minus my first y is 0 over my second x is 5 minus my first x is 2. So I get 3 over 3, which is 1. So this is my slope. That's my slope. That's my m. Okay. And then the second step is now I can use my point slope form. I'm just rewriting the point slope form from up above. Now, the question is, which one of these 2 points do I use? And the answer is either. You can pick either point. So I'm going to make a note of that. Okay, so pick either point. Oh, my pen is getting real jumpy. Either point. But a little helpful hint, a point with a 0 is easier. So if you have a point that has a 0 in it, it's going to be a little bit easier. It doesn't mean you won't get the same answer if you use the 0.53, because you absolutely will. But we're going to pick this one because it has that 0 in it. Okay, so this is going to be my x1 and y1. So y minus my y1 then is 0 equals my m is 1. And then I have x minus my x1 is 2. So y minus 0 is just y. 1 times x is just 1x or x, and then 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. And there's the equation. So that is the equation of the line that goes through these 2 points. Sound good? Okay, we're going to do one more, actually in our notebook, so not on the foldable. So if we go back to our notebook, right, here's where the foldable was. Foldable, or the glue in, or whatever you want to call it, right? So glue that in, and then underneath that, or probably on the next page, we're going to do another example. Okay, so last example, let's find the equation of the line through, and the points are 0, negative 2, and negative 3, 2. Okay, so the first thing I have to do is find slope, right? I don't know the slope already. I have to find it. So I'm going to do my y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. My second y is 2, so I have 2 minus My first y is -2, so I get a double negative, and that's okay. My second x is -3, minus my first x is 0. So with this double negative, I have 2 plus 2, which is 4. And -3 minus 0 is -3. Okay, and I always have a personal preference of putting the negative on top, but it does not matter. Okay, these two things are exactly the same, right? So I found my slope. Now I can go ahead and find the equation by using my point slope. Now, again, I can pick either one of these 2 points to use, but because this one has a 0 in it, I'm going to go ahead and pick this point. So y minus, and my y1 is -2. So again, a double negative, that's okay. My m is -3/4. Wow, -4/3. I wrote it wrong, but I said it right. Okay, -4/3. Or I wrote it right, said it wrong, I don't know. Times x minus, and then my x1 is 0. Now, if you had used -3 here and +2 here, you would have gotten the same answer. Okay, so don't stress. And let's simplify. So y plus 2. When I distribute, I get -4/3x. And then -4/3 times 0 is just 0, so that I'm not even going to write anything. And then the last thing I need to do is minus my 2, minus my 2. So I get y is equal to -4/3x minus 2. And that is the equation of the line that goes to the point 0, -2, and -3, 2. Okay, so that's it for the notes on finding the equation of the line. So you guys are going to be off on your own practicing this. If you need help, make sure that you reach out so that I can, help you before you get super confused or overwhelmed and let work pile up, okay? So I would start working on this, and then as you have questions, just reach out and let me know, and I'll see you soon.